Hey guys, happy Sunday. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday group study session. And thank you to those who have already dropped their request. Negs OFW, Ma'am JD, Ali po, thanks. Good evening, Ma'am JD, Mac po, salamat. Yeah. Okay, we'll review that. Let's just give our friends a few minutes to join. So we have more people in the live stream. Good evening. Just if this is your first time to watch our video, welcome to our channel. This is Miss JD. I am a full-time employee, but a position trader slash investor on the side, and I also do this YouTube daily stock market review. And you'll see that in my previous videos, I would check stocks that are either trending or stocks that you have requested. So if this is your first time, I am inviting you to click the subscribe and the notification bell so I can you can be updated whenever I have new videos. Okay. So let's read through while waiting. Let's read through some of the Hi Sai, hello po from KSA. Welcome to our channel, Sai. Hello from Iraq. Wow, what time is it in Iraq next, OFW? Yan. Lance Munoz. Pacheck po MPI Ma'am JD. Sige, let's do that. So first would be Ali. I'll just list them down so we know the proper order. Mac, MPI. $17. So around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Tama ba? Okay. So let's just set up our tools, okay? Alright, I already have it, by the way. Okay, so thank you guys for being the early birds. So I can just go and start the discussion so that we get to review more. In fact, some of these, yeah, okay, got it. Thanks, guys. 5 o'clock in the afternoon in Iraq. Okay, some of these, by the way, stocks that you have requested, I already reviewed them, but of course, since we are all here, I can just easily go back to them and review it. Alright, so let's start with Ali. Okay, so for Ali, by the way, we are using a Bollinger Band for our main indicator. We also pair that with RSI over here, and we take a look at as well our volume and the candlestick patterns to complement our analysis. And for my Bollinger Band and RSI, nothing complicated. Everything is a default setting. So if, I think there are so many good indicators, it doesn't really matter. What's important is you just find that indicator that works for you. It doesn't have to be very complex science behind it. You can even have the default settings here. And if you are going to use that, use it consistently. Don't jump from one indicator to the other, because sometimes if you have so many lines there, it clouds your decision making. And then you fall into a trap of, what do you call that? Analysis paralysis. So sometimes because you get stuck in the method of analyzing, so you lose that opportunity because it takes some time before you can take action. Now, what I can say here, going back to Ali, I see a downtrend. The downtrend channel is still very observable here. So you see that from here we've been moving on a downward direction, and here it went below the MA20 line, and then we all know that once a stock moves below the MA20 level, your MA20 becomes your resistance, and it has been respecting that uh, for the past how many months now. There's a slight overshoot here, but still, it did not deviate the downtrend channel there, even up to the last green candlestick here. Right after it hit that level, there were profit taking that happened, and I feel like it can continue to move downwards. At the moment, I am looking at the very near, or the nearest support level that I see would be around this area, which is right at the MA20 line. So now we have to observe this, because if it does not sustain, chances are the next key level, so you go down and look to the left to find your next support. And it's just very obvious right here. For 3 days straight, this area has been the price has been bouncing when a price reaches that level. So we're putting that as another key level to observe. So if it goes down, this has to be really this has to be observed. If it doesn't bounce there, it's gonna be deep. We are facing a possible decline of, yeah, close to 10%, 9.35%. So just be extra careful. If you're interested in this stock, probably for long-term investing, wait for that perfect timing. I'm not saying you should not be entering, because Ali, it's Ayala. It's a very solid company. It's just a matter of uh, entering at the right position. Because talking about fundamentals, you already know that this is a solid company. You just need to look for the perfect entry so that you could really take advantage of a discounted price. There. So that's for you. Next, OFW. Ma'am JD, Tagalog ka naman daw. Yeah, I'll mix it. Halo-halo ko lang kasi, yeah. I'll try to, when I do live, I try my best to mix it English-Tagalog. Yan. Nasa MA20 range ng pasok ko. What's your average here, next? If you don't mind me asking. So, abang-abang lang tayo dito na area, around the MA20 level. The next one is for Mac kay Arnold. Arnold, andyan ka pa ba? Okay, kay Mac. What I can say here kay Mac is that, see this constricted Bollinger Band, medyo sideways pa siya overall, right? With the slight, let me see here, it increased, laki din pala, 95%. You'd think ang liit lang kasi sa chart ang liit, pero kasi this stock has already dropped. Ang laki ng binagsak na nito eh. %83. Pero, kung titingnan nyo, you see that, if you're going to look at it on a midterm, like midterm trading or timeline, it is still respecting that uptrend, right? This one thing good here is this one. We have that. That's point number one. It is respecting that uptrend channel. And we are currently higher than the MA20 line. So Check that out. So I'm thinking because it has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days that it has been moving na bullish movement siya. Ang iniisip ko, it will just move sideways first. Hindi lang natin alam kung gaano siya katagal mag-sideways, but definitely I'd like to use again our MA20 level for our possible bounce area dito. Okay? Sometimes you can also do a weekly chart para mas clear, lalong clear yung conviction mo whether you get in or continue to hold onto your position. So I hope you are already profitable here. Ang tagal din yung nagstay in below 4.68 level. Kita mo, if I'm to plot that, still uptrend pa rin siya. Respecting that. So the nearer you are, if you are interested in getting in, the nearer you are to 4.96 or 4.68 level, anywhere between 4.68 to 4.99, okay na siya. Okay na yan, entry. Support area is 4.68. May ano din pala. Ang ganda ng volume, guys. So, tingnan nyo. So, slowly, the volume is already increasing. Your RSI is higher than 50. So, that means there's a bullish sentiment there. The momentum is up. MA20 po. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and that's for you, Arnold. That's my take on Mac. I hope you're already profitable there. Konting hold pa kasi I think ang laki pa ng potential nito kasi bumagsak to ng sobra. I know this company is inclined with the transportation or aviation, but if I'm not mistaken, laki na impact sa kanila in their overall revenue. So we don't expect for this to really move dramatically in the next few weeks or even months. But if pumasok ka dyan for long term, nasa tamang position ka. For position traders especially, this setup is more attractive for them. And they won't mind really na magstay ng mas mahabang panahon kasi they're after the possible gain. Ang laki ng din-drop niya. Imagine nyo dyan. From an 18, tapos nasa 4 point something na lang siya ngayon. May dividend din sila. But I'm not sure ang frequency ng dividend nila. So let's just put that once. Let's say once lang sila magbigay. There's another one here which is very promising kasi this one 20% increase in the stock dividends. So pagpalagay na lang natin, it will give us it will release a dividend of on average 0.25 kunwari, 0.20 once a year. Tapos nakapag ipon ka at this period, so 0.20 divided by 4.99, 4%. Okay lang. Okay lang. Yun naman ang average. Pero, I suggest for now, pang trading lang siya. Kasi hindi pa totally out of the woods ang sitwasyon ng aviation and transportation industry. Is my screen loading? Ayun. Next is si MPI for Lance. Ay, sorry. Ayan. Si MPI still respecting your MA20 level, as you can see here. Paakyat pa rin siya. And nung umabot yung price sa MA20, may konting bounce. May 20 million on foreign buying. Your RSI is in the 50s level. So, ang daming points na niya. Pugi points. I think this stock is looking really promising. Pero we all know yung galawang MPI, sobrang chill-chillan lang to pag nag-move. Wala talagang big, alam mo yun, ever since, yung mga fluctuations niya, para lang sideways most of the time. Imagine this, from May to here, June, May 2018, more than a year of just steady sideways. Pero nagdi-dividend din naman to. Liit nga lang. So our support for MPI is around 3.44. It's okay, Negs. Thanks for joining us, for being too early tonight. And yeah, I hope I was able to help. Review ko na lang po mamaya. Thanks. Okay. BHI Miss JD may play kaya. Tingnan natin. Hmm. 37 trades lang kasi siya. Tsaka hindi pa this stock is not very popular sa marami. So, this one, I have a feeling it might take some time before this fully takes off. However, hindi natin alam. So, kung nakapasok ko na dito, just closely monitor it because itong stock na to, ang bilis or ang dali paggalawin. You know, because look at this, the market cap is 324. It's just that the situation right now, you only have 37 trades. So, in that 37, it is highly possible na 15 or 20 lang nakatao yan. Because they could be getting in and out multiple times. Pero swerte lang kung example ito, you stayed there back in July kunwari, and then August, in just a few weeks, nag-shoot up siya. My suggestion here is that abangan natin key levels, okay? First, sana matawid niya yung MA20. That way we can say on the shorter term or perspective, medyo pa-uptrend na siya. Pair that with your RSI. The RSI should be a little higher than, around 50 level na siya para we can say may momentum. And of course, tingnan natin din yung foreign buying kung meron. Pero normally, gagalaw naman tong stock kahit walang foreign buying. So, even just these two, have it cross MA20 with volume, RSI of more than 50, then we should be good. Yun lang. May konting spike, pero sideways pa rin siya. Itong maganda. You know, this one, back here, kunwari ito, sideways siya, sobra. And then all of a sudden, this day, may sudden change in the volume, doji lang siya, and then it ended outside of the Bollinger Band. So, that is your trigger na there could be a possible play. And then what happened next? Boom. Umakyat siya. So, yan ang ating aabangan. Mga sudden spike or sudden change in the volume out of nowhere the next day. May sobrang big change. Feeling ko lang, this one, posibleng a few days or weeks pang magsa-sideways until such time it crosses MA20. And then it could already take off. So far, I feel that this is already somehow the bottom of it. If you are already in BHI, so konting hintay na lang. But if you're not in there yet, I suggest find other stocks muna because 37 trades, I just feel like ang tagal pa nitong gagalaw. Ayun. IE21. Hi, Miss JD. Hoping to hear your insights on tech and Mac for tomorrow. Yeah, definitely. So the reason why we're doing this, I try my best to maximize my free time on weekends to review as many stocks as possible so that we are all prepared come Monday. Yun. And best practice that I'd like to share to you, and the reason why I'm doing this, I shared this last night, is because this is also my way of journaling my thoughts. Na I want to see the accuracy rate of my insights. Kasi every time matapos yung market day, pinapanood ko yung video ko. And I try to understand kung tama yung thought process ko before the market opens and the outcome of the market movement. So I do that as well. So the more stocks I get to review, the more learnings I get. So maybe you can do that as well. Kung wala ka pang YouTube, you can do this as a regular practice. Balik lang kayo sa video na to, and then I'll try to put timestamps in the video so you could easily jump into the segment na gusto niyong pakinggan. Okay. Lupin. Thanks. RLC na rin. Okay. Let's check that out. Okay. I like actually how it's forming right now. RLC. Ito. Sideways siya. Ang ganda. Very constricted. Constricted plus it's higher than the MA20 line. Yung ending ng candlestick last Friday, it's a green and slowly it's increasing or about to cross the MA20. Ito yung sinasabi ko. I always watch out for constricted Bollinger Bands. Closely monitor this because if it starts to trigger that upper band, if you notice right here, pag trigger niya, sunod-sunod na. Yan. So I think we are heading towards that direction. Okay? May konting lift in the volume ka na. Siguro another green candlestick would validate that. Your RSI, 52 level, check. So anywhere from this point, around 14.80 to 14.94, anywhere in this key level, okay na yan. Even better if there's another green candlestick, kasi I just feel like now that we have dropped so much, we're still at the, somehow very near that bottom. The next course of action ito is really aakyat na lang siya. So I think that's a good key level to start accumulating. There, Arnold wants to check FNI. FNI. Okay. So this is the case for FNI. As you can see, it is respecting your MA20 line. Yes. Okay, so that's good to know. One thing though that I am a little bit hesitant of is yung volume starting to decline. See that? As it moves higher, the volume is also starting to decline. So I have a feeling na just in case hindi magtuloy, with this kind of setup, feeling ko medyo magpa-profit take muna yung mga tao. And I will not be surprised because it has been climbing already. Ang dami ng profitable dito. I'm not even sure if baka naka-exit na iba eh. Wow, 196% increase. So, ang laking jump na to. So, if you're just trading it and you are already profitable, medyo ingat na lang tayo. Kasi what happened here, kung titingnan mo, when it increased, edi nag-drop siya sa MA20, right? Nag-drop siya sa MA20. It respected the MA20, but when it did a bounce, minimal bounce na lang, tapos nag-sideways na siya since September 14 and up to September 18. So, medyo ingat-ingat lang kasi the moment it crosses the MA20 downwards, magbibigay na yan. Next possible drop that I can see is 1.17, which was your previous resistance right over here. Ito. So, medyo ingat lang tayo dyan. Yeah, I hope you were able to hear that, Arnold. Okay, basahin natin yung mga insights ng mga tao. Makikichismis tayo sa kanila. Ano sabi nila sa FNI? FNI. Ang sabi sa view social feeds. Puro selling nangyari. Okay. Even though I'm with FNI, nickel is about to go up. On battery day, September 22. In with FNI with good technical and clean chart. Buy on dips, ride the wave. Okay. What is the business model? You're welcome, Arnold. What's the business model of FNI? Tingnan natin. PSE Edge. Company list. Global. Okay. So for those people who are not very familiar with the background of a company, you just have to go to PSE Edge, click the company information, and here you go, you'll find it. So FNI was founded on May 3rd as Southeast Asia Cement Holdings on December 22nd. Okay, FNI is a holding company with principal businesses or business interests in mineral resource exploration, mining, exportation of nickel ore. Ah, nasa mining industry siya. AT. Atlas. Tama ba? You're referring to this? Okay. Wow, it has already. Wow, very bullish for the past how many months? Actually, since the lockdown, it has already climbed up so high. Pwede ba tong ano? Para siyang ano eh, may konting breakout dyan, pero medyo I just find this already a bit for traders, right? Short-term traders, medyo mataas na siya, pero pwede siyang treatment natin is for a momentum play, right? You had a breakout last Friday. So the reason why I said that is because of this. By the way, I'm looking at a weekly chart. So this means that every candlestick here means 1 week worth of performance. And what happened last week was we managed to break out of that resistance. And the reason why we're saying that that's a resistance because we look at this. So what are the chances? Parang may chance pa naman. There's still a big possibility that it could push the price higher, pero I suggest really time the market, closely monitor it even on a faster time frame because this is already a bit of a FOMO level, okay? FOMO level na siya pero may momentum pa sila. Just to see if 3.88 pero strictly implement your cut loss levels if it negates our bias here. 3.88, I feel that that's the support area right now. Nearest support. So if tomorrow the sentiment is going to be a red, medyo ingat na lang. I'm not very comfortable pag ganito kataas na eh. So for trading, medyo mataas na siya, but for long-term investors, maybe you can also look at it that way. For long-term investing, malaki pa ang potential niya. Pero we don't move on a straight line, guys. So it might take some time bago niya balikan to yung price niya back in 2013. It might take years. Yun. Lupin wants to check pizza and fruit. Let's take a look at pizza. Pizza, fruit. Okay. Wow, still 50-50 for pizza. On a weekly chart, there was a rejection that happened here at the MA20 line. So we might see some more dips in the coming weeks. Tingnan natin kung I'm looking at weekly chart right now. But on the daily chart, pwede siyang may play ka pa higher than the MA20 line. So 5.80, you can test that out because that's your MA20 level. We'll use that as our nearest support. Overall, pang sideways. What I see here, pang sideways pa lang siya. Sideways movement with MA20 as our support, 5.80. This used to be your resistance right here. Tapos, this also became a support right here. So, there were really several days that showed some patterns at that area. So, we managed to break out of that. Babalikan ang previous resistance, magiging support. And then it continues to move higher. That's what we are seeing for the next possible moves for this stock. So, since nag-jump na siya dyan, nag-bounce siya a little bit, try to haggle between 580 to 593. If my opportunity, you could probably start accumulating volume. However, don't expect a sudden jump in the price. 25 lang ang trades, not very popular stock at the moment. So for position traders who don't really mind staying in a stock for a little while, I think this is already an accumulation stage. Fruit. Ang fruit, a little bounce, pero retracing again. I think that it will go back to 1.21 for now. See that? So, breaks out of your resistance, goes back. Tingnan mo to, used to be your support. So, don't take any action as of yet because I still see it dropping for a few cents. And let's observe what the market movement is around 1.21. May dividend, ang liit nga lang. Okay. Affected din tong fruit eh. So I hope I was able to verify. I know Lupin, you also did your homework. You already researched these stocks, and I hope it just validated your analysis. Let's take a look at APN. Another slow-moving stock. Habang dati ang sikat nito. 20 trades. It might continue to move sideways for several weeks or even months. This stock is associated with the build project of the Duterte administration. So medyo on the sideline muna to. Nothing new for no big news around this stock. Tingnan natin. Financial reports. Current year. Okay. Medyo positive pa naman sila this quarter. Pero previous year, negative. Medyo positive sila ngayon. Pero, I know, no income statement. May loss sila, oh. Hindi talaga ako a fundamentalist. I'd go for the chart. SMC. SMC, interesting itong stock na to because ang daming projects pero on a decline pa rin. But I think this is just going to do sideways. If it is going to drop, it might take up to 98. Dito na lang yan na level. So it's an area, it could be a little higher or a little lower than that level. So 97.96 is the area I'm looking at. My dividend release. This stock gives out a dividend regularly every 3 months, I believe. So 0.35, lagay natin times every quarter siya. Divided by, ang liit. Okay, do we have any other requests? Thanks, more power, Miss JD. Do you also trade globally? Yes, I do. I have an eToro account, and I think some of the YouTubers also use eToro. Ang dali lang yung gamitin. What about you? Do you trade globally? Madaming good stocks din sa US market. Lalo pa if you are into dividends, mas regular silang nagbibigay ng dividend. I'm starting to divert my attention to stocks that are consistently giving out dividends because given my profile, I cannot commit 100% to, full trading the whole day because when I'm at work, talagang work. Walang, well, good thing lang ngayon kasi we're working from home, medyo nakakasilip-silip tayo. Pero even when at home, ang grabe, sobrang busy, so hindi matachempoan. So I do position trading. Position trading lang ang makumit ko. And I try to engage in more stable companies, especially in this period na medyo delikado yung sitwasyon ng ibang companies. So we try to just engage in the more stable ones. May not successful naman tayong sa JFC lang, medyo ang lungkot lang ng ating portfolio kay JFC because it dropped. But given that JFC, medyo tested and proven naman yung kanilang business strategies. They're still operational, pero affected lang talaga siya. Pero loyal naman ng mga Pinoy sa mga products ni Jollibee. So, babangon ulit yan. Hi, J-Trade Vlog PH. One of the best stock reviewers. Thank you, Ms. JT, for your videos and insights. Thank you for dropping by. I really enjoyed your session today, and I'm always watching your videos too. And yeah, keep it up. So, guys, if you'd like to, I know some of you are subscribers of J-Trade. And I also have some subscribers here who are consistently supporting us. J Trade is also a stock trader. He does review. He reviews stocks daily, and yeah, he also gives a lot of good insights about what he knows in the market. J Trade, are you a full-time trader? Magiging ako ng mga advice sa'yo kung worth it ba maging full-time trader. If you are a full-time trader. By the way, who among you here are full-time traders? And how's your journey so far? Sige, while I wait for your answers, guys. Part-time. Oh, I see. But you're considering, are you considering a full-time, or are you considering this full-time in the reason is I don't want to be a full-time. Yeah. Nakakatakot lang kasi, alam mo yun, I was just talking about this last night, na I think I'm okay with my setup right now kasi if you're going to, delikado over trading, if we rely on trading as our full income, the stress is so high. There's a high stress level that's going to happen because you rely on your trades for your source of living. So totoo 'yun. May possibility na mag-overtrade ka talaga. And yung emotions mo because gusto mong maging profitable, sometimes you end up doing revenge trading. Kasi pagkatalo mo ng isa, babawiin ko to. I need to win this, otherwise wala akong pangbigas sa araw na to. So, delikado. Otherwise, maybe some option would be business on the side. So, you live in your own terms and business ka, tapos may trading. But for now, ito lang muna. Ito lang muna ako. Empleyado and trade pag may magandang setup. Kupit-kupit lang. The reason is I don't want delikado over trading. Sabi ni Sai, kupit-kupit lang po. Yes. Ito, at least parang kung mag-down man yung portfolio mo, hindi ka talaga masyadong ma-hurt kasi you know that on the 15th and the 30th, may papasok sa yung income. Yeah, Joel Villorente. Ma'am, request po dito. Okay, let's take a look at dito. One of the most popular stocks in this period. I'd say if you're trading dito is already very near a resistance. This is the resistance we're looking at. And the reason for that is when you look to the left, right, do you see any area where you have consolidation? And this is an area where I see one, and there's a support right here, and a consolidation also in this level. So I think this key level here is going to give us probably a change in direction, or in the event that line gets broken, now you have a breakout play. Yun ang nakikita natin dyan. Okay. So if I think I also shared this, if a red candlestick comes out here right at this level, if you are already profitable, maybe you can lock in some profit, release some of your shares, and when it drops, saluhin mo na lang siya. Pasok ka na lang ulit. If okay na yung setup. Maybe a drop at the MA20 would be a good area to catch it. Now, if it drops at the MA20, for example, wait for it na mag-confirm muna, may green muna na candlestick around that area to validate that bounce. Because sometimes there are also occasions when MA20 gets broken, like this one. So, ilang linggo pa ang hintayin mo para makabalik siya ulit. So, for now, if you're still entering, I think this area is a profit-taking area, not an entry as of yet. Otherwise, wait for it to break out at doon ka pumasok. And then, on the defensive mode lang yung mga moves natin for now because there are so many traders in dito and they could make these movements. Kumbaga, hindi siya all the way umaakyat eh. Konting akyat, bababa kasi ang daming trader at they take profit pag may 10 to 15% increase in price, they take profit agad. True, medyo clouded na judgment mo because kailangan mo kumita para mabuhay. Totoo yan, J-Trade. Lupin, maybe next month my setup will be working from home while trading global at the same time. Nice. So I think my setup right now is also I like my setup. We're very lucky na ang company namin is still operational and we're granted to work from home. Kaya sobrang amazing. Dati panaginip ko lang to eh. To work from home. And right now, hindi lang 1 month, 2 months, ilang months na tayong pinagbigyan sa ganitong setup and we are liking it. I am liking it so much. And I hope, after all the quarantine, after the quarantine is over, wala nang pandemic, sana yung company namin mag-offer pa rin ng ganito. Alam mo yun, yung parang 2 times a week ka na lang sa office. Kasi we're still productive eh. Kahit nasa bahay ka. We have all the means to be productive and we have some measurable actions to really check if your people are working. So, sana. Hi Rose, your thoughts po sa Mac. Ayan. So, earlier, this was also requested. Ito lang yung sinabi ko kanina kay Mac. A few points to consider is that this stock is respecting this uptrend channel. So for mid-term investors or those people who can stay in a stock for a few months, still respecting pa siya. Okay. Number 2, we're higher than the MA20 line. So the price right now is a little bit like 485, 499. So a few cents higher than the MA20. Your RSI is above the 50 level. So may momentum siya. Your volume also starting to pick up and with foreign buying. So I just feel like there's really a big chance for this stock to move some more to the upside. Yan. So if you're still about to enter in this stock, the nearer you are to the MA20 line, the better. Yeah. By the way, I've also created some videos. I know since last Friday, ang dami ko nang na-review. So if you want to check that out as well, baka yung mga stocks nyo andun din. You may do so. I can probably drop the link down below. Ayun. Do we have any other requests, guys? Mukhang you're all ready to medyo late na rin kasi ano. Yeah. Take a look. Kumustahin natin yung US market. Do you guys have stocks in the US market? Tingnan natin mga big players. Si Facebook. Facebook dropping. Ba yan? Na-break na ba niya to? Yikes! Na-break na niya yung uptrend channel. It might ako feeling ko babalikan niya to. Babalik siya around 223 level. Okay. Me, I'm only trading Forex. Wow! Medyo nahihirapan pa ako sa Forex. Ang bilis ng galawan sa Forex eh. Lupin, I think, how many years ka nang nagte-trade, Lupin? Okay, so si Sai requested Mary Mart. Mary Mart over here, at the moment, it is using the MA20 line as our short-term resistance. Kita mo to? As we go near this MA20 level, each time we attempt to break that, may rejection siyang nangyayari. Okay? So, if you would like to consider entering Merrimart, hintayin mo muna siyang mag-break out na lang sa MA20 line niya before entering. Kasi the chances of it dropping, may possibility pa na mag-drop siya in case, sellers dominate the scene in the coming days. Tingnan mo to yung kanya. Ang hindi ko kasi nagugustuhan pag itong MA20 line pointing downwards eh. So, kita mo yan? Pointing downwards siya dyan. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Yan. So, just siguro hintay ka na lang. Let's just wait for it to break out of officially cross one whole candlestick to cross the MA20 line. So we can say it's already a good breakout of that resistance. Currently, MA20 is acting as a resistance. This year lang, Miss JT. Kumusta naman? How's the journey so far? Lupin. I tried doing options trading sa Forex. Options naman ang tinatry ko. Mas mabilis yung move pero very risky. Kaya papiso-piso lang muna dun. Another thing that I do when I trade the US market is I try my best not to do leverage. Hindi ako nagle-leverage talaga. May tinatry akong minsan nagle-leverage ako pero mukhang hindi ko laro yung mag-leverage eh. So, kahit small lang siya, importante, controlled ko. And what's good with eToro is if you trade without a leverage, you are not charged any fee. Walang fee. Magkaka-fee ka lang pag nag-leverage ka at lalo pat nag-stay ka on a trade for several days. Kaya may mga overnight fees sila. So, that happens. Pero kung wala kang leverage and you stay there for several months or even years, wala lang. Hindi ka pa charge yan. So, mukhang ang ending, mas mura pang mag-trade ka sa US market kaysa Philippine market. Kasi sa Philippine market, may fees agad eh. Lalo pa if you go in and out of a stock. Imagine mo ilang beses ka matcha-charge dyan. So far, okay naman in a learning process as always. True. Yep. Same here. We do this exercise every single day because we want to create that muscle memory. Before, when I was starting, very dependent ako dito. Oh. May S&R sila dyan eh. Kailangan ko pang kailangan ko pa i-click ang support and resistance kasi hindi ko masyado pa nababasa ang support and resistance. Highly dependent ako dyan. But now, since we're doing this every single day, mas madali na siyang basahin. Sometimes, kahit support and resistance lang titingnan mo, you could already survive. Yan. Ayun, guys. So I think this is just a quick 1 hour live because may work pa tayo bukas. Thank you guys for dropping by, and the viewers of J Trade who also visited us today and who subscribed to our channel. Thank you very much, and I hope you can also drop by and watch our daily videos of our daily insights as well. And yeah, for my subscribers here who have not visited JTrade, you may also visit his channel. He is a good. I've observed his videos, watched his videos. He shares good insights as well. Okay. In the meantime, guys, thank you for watching, and you have a great Sunday. Bye bye for now.